Hello, and welcome to this basic brewing for ethanol. This is better known, and notoriously so, as moonshine. This is a very rough process that creates something that is nigh undrinkable and provided for educational purposes only. Please check with your local and state laws regarding the legality of both brewing and distilling moonshine. To create this, you will need the following equipment and ingredients. The basics include a fermenter of 25 liters or more, an airlock, a sterilizing kit, yeast, seen here as the still spirits turbo yeast, yeast nutrient, and 6 to 8 kilograms of sugar or sucrose. To make moonshine, use the sterilizing procedure outlined by your kit or product of your choice as per a reputable method. Leave your fermenter out to dry. Whilst the fermenter dries, take a large pot and begin by adding sugar and water. Heat this until the sugar is entirely dissolved. Add this to the fermenter. Heat water to 40 degrees centigrade and add this to the fermenter until it is at 15 liters. The total volume required is 25 liters for an economical yield of ethanol. This accounts for time, yeast, sugar, and volume produced, as seen in this picture. Factor balancing of everything provides you with the most economical yield possible. Continue to add water to the fermenter until the temperature is between 25 and 30 degrees centigrade. There should be nearly 25 liters in the fermenter at this stage. Taking your yeast, pour it into a sterile jug. Add a tablespoon of sugar and half a teaspoon of yeast nutrient. Pour 250 milliliters of water into the jug. Mix into the water and add this to your wash. Rinse the jug as needed to remove any remaining yeast and other residue, adding this to your wash as well. Close your now full fermenter, adding alcohol to your airlock. The airlock here has been color coded. Red is for salt water, blue for alcohol, and green for a sterilizing agent. Now wait 7 to 14 days for fermentation to complete. Be particularly observant in the first 3 days, as the airlock should increase the amount of bubbling that occurs. Should this not happen, the fermentation may have stalled, and restarting the fermentation is covered in this other video. After the fermentation has stopped bubbling for a full 2 days or more, the fermentation is complete. You now have what is colloquially known as moonshine. This will need to be refined for consumption, and this will be covered in a later video. The entire process of making moonshine is relatively straightforward, requiring only sugar, yeast, water, and time in an airtight environment. In the future, there'll be more complex versions of different alcohol beverages produced. Thank you for watching this simple introduction to making ethanol. Remember to check with your local laws and regulations before producing alcohol or distilling. Please post any comments, questions, or suggestions you may have below.